Hello all. So today we are going to discuss about how to score in exams. Okay, this is the main topic. It is just because many students, it has been found that they have read it, but the point is that they won't score in the examinations. It is just because of the many reasons, and those reasons have been listed it out. Okay, so please go through those reasons and try to correct yourself so that you can score well in the examinations. Also, if you like the videos, you can just subscribe the channel and then share the video with your friends. So first one is, write that question which you feel easier. Okay, so almost all the question papers will be having 10 questions at the maximum. Okay, almost all the question papers will be having 10 question papers at the maximum. Now what you can do is you can almost find out which question is the one which is easier one, so that you can write that question at the earliest. Many students, what they do is they write they start writing from the very first question, and what they do is after if they get stuck in the first question, then the confidence of the students will be lost. Hence, those students will end up in scoring less marks. So it is advisable. So whenever you get a question paper, first make sure that you are supposed to read the question paper as a whole. So when you read the question paper as a whole, you will come to know as to which question from that question paper is easy. So because of that, when you find out that if that question is easy, for example, if the 10th question is easy, it is also advisable for you people to start writing from the very 10th question. Then after the 10th question, you can find out again which question is the easiest one. So after that, if you feel that 9th or 8th or 7th, whichever question is easy, then you can start writing that question. So what is that will happen after this? If you write the first question very perfectly, then the self-confidence will increase. Then afterwards, writing the other questions will be very, very easy. So it is advisable that write that question which you feel easier. Do not overwrite or scratch. Okay, see, normally what the students will be doing is, suppose if they are writing some answer as something over here, so what they do is, in tension they might overwrite it or they might scratch it, something of that type, right? So please don't do such things, because an evaluator will be always looking for the answers which are neat and clean, which are not overwritten, which do not have scratches and all. So if you have written that, then it will be easy for you. If you are not doing any overwriting or scratching, then it will be easy for you, so that you people can write it very easily. Okay. The third one is, keep the answer sheet neat and clean. It doesn't mean that you are not supposed to write anything in the answer sheet. Okay. So it means that you are supposed to write it very neatly, and you are not supposed to scratch it. You are not supposed to fold it. Correct. So if you do like this, your answer sheet will be very attractive. So what will happen? The evaluator will be looking for the answer sheets which are very tidy, which are very neat. So what he will directly pick up those answer sheets and start evaluating. Okay, so that will help to score very well in the examinations. Then the fourth one is, write the question numbers correctly. This is very important point. Okay, see, normally what the students will be doing is, students will be in tension. They might not be writing the question numbers correctly. Okay, suppose some of the students might not write the question numbers and they directly start writing the answers. So that will create a little bit of difficulty while evaluating. So it is advisable that whenever you are writing the question answer for a particular question, you are supposed to make sure that in an answer sheet you are supposed to write the question number. Okay, and also you are supposed to mention whether you are writing for example, if you are writing the second question in that part A you are writing, or the A question you are writing, you are supposed to mention it like this. You are supposed to write 2, and then below that you are supposed to write E, and then you can keep on writing the answers. So by doing this, what will happen? The evaluator will quickly scan the paper and will come to know that, okay, this student has written the A question. This student has written the B question. Then the students will start answering the particular questions. Okay, utilize materials from the professor. Okay, this is very much important, because nowadays students will be looking for that book or that material which is very easiest to understand. Most of the times it such happens that such materials will not be correct. Okay, so what will happen? Even those students will read and then they will come to the examinations and they have written it, and they feel or assume that we have written it correct or we have written almost all the questions. But the point is that many times it has been found out that many times those questions will be easier. Those questions will be wrong. It is just because either the students have referred the materials from the unauthorized sources. Okay, so you are not supposed to do it. You are supposed to refer the referred textbooks or the textbooks which your professor will ask you to refer. And also there is no wrong in reading the notes given by the professor, because that will help you to understand and that will help you to read and that will help you to conceptualize the concepts in a very faster manner. Manage your time. The last one is manage your time. This is very much important, because what will happen is if the question paper is very easy, normally the students will keep on writing the answers in a lengthy way. Okay, so that will eat much amount of time, and that's why many of the students would not answer all the questions. Then the students keep on telling that the question paper was lengthy and all. Okay, so when you scan the question paper, okay, at the first step, okay, when the first step, whenever you scan the question paper, you should make sure that how much time you need it to write all the questions. If you sketch that, then according to that you should frame your time and keep on writing the questions. So that will help you to manage your time and to write all the questions within a given range of time. Because here many students would not answer if the question paper is easy, so they keep on writing the questions, so that will definitely affect their scoring. So these are some of the points that has to be taken care while answering in the exams. The last but not the list, okay, it is the 7th point, that attend all the classes. Okay, this is very important. Okay, anyway, I haven't included in this. Okay, but you are supposed to attend all the classes. Attend all the classes. Okay, why this? This is because this will help you to understand a concept, first thing. Second thing, this will help you what to read from a given textbook, because many a times the textbook will be very lengthier, and in that the syllabus will be very smaller for you, because nowadays it has been happening that many subjects will be taken as only one subject. For example, 2 subjects will be combined and it will be kept as only one subject. In that case, you are supposed to refer 2 books for a single course. In that point of time, what will happen? There will be much amount of the syllabus which you are not supposed to read it. So many students who are not going to attend the classes, they end up in reading everything, and that's why they won't get time to read the required syllabus. So that's why many students will end up in getting the less marks. So it is required that every student should and must have to attend at least 90 to 95% of the classes. That will help them to understand at least what is the syllabus that has to be read. Once if the student knows that, then reading won't be that much of difficult, and also scoring in the examinations also that much will be difficult. Okay, so guys, please do follow all these steps so that scoring in any of the university examinations won't be difficult for you. Right? Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe it and share it with your friends. Okay, so thank you.